Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. I hope that you guys are all doing really well. So for today's video, I'm really excited because I'm finally going to be posting a tutorial using the new Too Faced The Power of Makeup by NikkieTutorials. I have had this pretty much since it launched. I ordered it right when it was available on Ulta, and I'm just now getting a chance to film with it because I didn't want to use it until I was ready to actually sit down and also film a review, because I wanted to have a fresh first impression of the palette before I actually filmed my review. So I'm going to be filming both of those today. Of course, I did the makeup tutorial for you as well as the review. So by the time you see this video, the review should already be up. So I will link that for you down below in case you have not had a chance to see it, so that you can hear my full thoughts about the palette and the whole collection as a whole. But in today's video, I'm just going to be showing you guys the palette in action on my face. Also in this video, I'm going to be featuring and including lots of other Too Faced products that I own. A lot of the products that I'm going to be including are other Too Faced products that I really love. So I figured this would be a great video to go ahead and include all of those items and just show you guys how I use them. Also in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys a little set by Real Techniques. This video is not sponsored by them, but I did recently receive this set off of a website called OCTOLY. And if you have not heard of that site, I will link it for you down below. But basically, it's just a site that YouTube creators or beauty creators can go on to. There's tons of products on there: hair care products, skincare products, makeup products, and you can request to have certain products sent to you for free. So it's actually really cool. There's no catch to it. You just scroll on the website, you find products that you want to check out, and they send them to you, and then you can use them in your YouTube videos and stuff like that. So I received the Real Techniques Ultimate Base Set. So I'm going to be using the items that came in this set. Just wanted to mention that really quickly. You guys already probably know that I love Real Techniques. They are really great, amazing quality, affordable brand of brushes and just tools to help you apply your makeup. So I'm going to be featuring those items as well as a couple of my other favorite Real Techniques items in this video as well. So before we jump into the makeup tutorial, if you are new, hey, my name is Faye. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel and hanging out with me for today's video. I really hope you enjoy. If you do, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so that you can become part of my fam here on YouTube and you will never miss a future upload. So if you would like to see how to recreate this makeup look, then please keep watching. Alrighty guys, so very first thing I'm going to do is prime my eyes as usual. I'm using MAC's Paint Pot in the shade Laying Low, and I'm just going to apply this all over my eyelid and then blend it out with my finger. Once I've got it blended out, I'm going to go into the Power of Makeup palette and take the shade Ivy, which is basically a matte beige shade, and I'm just going to apply this all over my eyelid to set that base. Next up, we're going to move right into our transition color. I'm using this brush by Real Techniques that was included in that set that I mentioned in the beginning of the video. I'm picking up the shade Painkiller, which is a neutral matte brown, and applying that all throughout my crease. And then following that, I'm picking up the shade Makeup and Chill. This is a dark chocolate brown shade, and this is going to go on the outer V and then also blend it into the crease. I'm not going to take that color all the way into the inner corner, but I am going to blend it into the crease to make sure that everything transitions smoothly. So next up, I'm going in with the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. I'm just going to pat this on my lid right up to that dark brown shade that we just applied, and then right on top of that, I'm going to apply the shade Mystic Hour. This is a beautiful metallic shade. I absolutely love this color. I thought it was absolutely stunning. And the Too Faced Shadow Insurance, this was actually the first time that I used it, and it really did make a huge difference in the pigmentation and how smoothly the shadow glided on top of my lid. So definitely recommend that if you haven't tried it out. So following that, I'm going in with Makeup and Chill once again. I'm just blending the two of those colors together on my lid and also blending out any harsh lines within the crease area. And then following that, I'm going to create a smoky liner. So this brush that I'm using is a short shader brush by Sigma. I do have a piece of tape along the outer edge of my shadow, and I'm going to run this black shadow, it's the shade Wanted, right up against that tape and then also across my lash line, and it's just going to help to create that smoky eyeliner. So next up, I'm going in with the liquid liner that was included in the collection. I'm going to create a wing, again using the edge of that tape to create a nice sharp line. And then I'm going back in with that short shader brush and the shade Wanted, which again is the black shade. And I'm just going to smoke out that eyeliner. I kind of decided at the last minute that I wanted to do this, but I'm really glad that I decided to go for it because I really love the way that it turned out. So moving on to the face, first up I'm going to prime as usual. I'm using my Smashbox primer water as well as the Too Faced Hangover X. This was the first time I used this primer. I also really loved it as well. And on top of that, I am going to apply a smoothing primer, and then we can go ahead and move on to color correction. So as usual, I'm using the NYX Dark Circle Corrector and applying that underneath my eyes as well as around my nose area. And then for foundation, I'm going to be mixing the Too Faced Born This Way foundation as well as my MAC Waterproof Pro Long Wear foundation. All of the products and shades will be listed and linked in the description box down below, so be sure to check that out if you have any questions. So moving on to concealer, I'm going to be mixing 2 shades from the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. I believe these 2 shades are medium tan and the shade tan. So I'm just going to mix the 2 of these shades together and blend them out with my damp Real Techniques complexion sponge. So next up, I'm going to set everything in place using my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder as well as the Sacha Buttercup powder. I'm going to take the Laura Mercier powder first and apply that right underneath my eyes to really set and bake that under eye area. And then following that, what you'll see me do is go right underneath that and apply the Sacha Buttercup powder. So that's what I'm doing right here, just applying it right on top of that Laura Mercier powder. And then I'm also going to apply it on all of the other areas of my face to set that concealer. So as you can see, I went ahead and applied my brows off camera. I do have a full brow tutorial, which I will be happy to link for you guys in the top right hand corner. And next up, I'm going in and just dusting away all that extra powder because we will not be needing that. And then I'm also going to set my brows using the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Plumper in the shade medium to dark. Absolutely love this. This is a fabulous brow setting tinted brow gel from the drugstore. So if you're looking for a really good one, I definitely recommend this one. So next up, I'm going in with this product by Milani. This is a Shadow Eyes Pencil in the shade Royal Purple. I'm going to apply that in my lash line as well as into my lashes. And then I'm going to go in with that same short shader brush. I did wipe it off, of course, and pick up the shade Wham Bam and use it to blend out that purple shade. So I'm just going to go back and forth and really work that color into my lashes. And then right underneath, I'm going to go in with that blue shade and buff that out a little bit, as well as add a little bit of the shade Makeup and Chill with a blending brush to make sure that everything is nicely blended. So next up, I'm going in with the limited edition purple mascara that came as part of the collection and applying that to my lower lashes. And then setting my face using my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Dark. And by the way, this brush I'm using is by Morphe. It's the E1 and I have been obsessed with it. So moving on to contour, I'm using the Chocolate Soleil bronzer that is in the palette, and I'm just applying it with a fluffy contour brush. This is also another Morphe brush, and I'm just going to apply it in all of the areas that I typically contour. And then for blush, I'm using the I Will Always Love You shade out of the palette and another Morphe Elite Collection blush brush. So I'm just going to apply this to my cheeks and work it into that contour. And then for my highlighter, I'm mixing all of the shades in this Shimmer Brick by Makeup Revolution and applying it to the tops of my cheekbones and also down the center of my nose. If you have not tried Makeup Revolution, do not sleep on them. I was sleeping on them and I was pleasantly surprised, especially by their Shimmer Bricks. They are bomb. So I'm also applying that product in my inner corners to highlight that area. And then I'm going to go ahead and move on to the lips. So first up, I'm going to be lining my lips. I'm just using kind of like a brownish nude lip liner. I will have it listed down below in the description box. I'm just going to line the outer rim of my lips. I'm not going to fill them in or anything. And then I'm going in with this matte liquid lipstick by Too Faced in the shade Queen Bee. And I'm just going to apply this all over my lips right on top of that lip liner. I thought that the purplish undertone of this lip color really brought out the eyes and complemented the look really well. So again, I'm just applying that all over my lips, and that pretty much completes the makeup tutorial. So I'm just going to set everything in place, and that brings us to the end of this look. Alright guys, so here is the finished look. I really hope that you guys enjoyed checking out how I created this makeup tutorial. I kind of just had an idea in mind and really wanted to use that teal Mystic Hour shade. I thought it was absolutely stunning. So I really love it the way that this turned out. I think it's really beautiful. It's definitely a little bit more on the dramatic side, but I personally am in love and completely obsessed with the way that it turned out. If you haven't had a chance to check out my full review on this palette and this full collection, I will link it for you down below so that you can check it out after you're finished watching this video. If you are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. You can also follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. I will have all of those linked down below for you as well. And I think that's all that I've got for you guys. So thanks so much for hanging out with me for this video. Again, I hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you very soon in my next one. Bye.